Dear friends, welcome back to Data Analytics Talks. The previous video we have seen how to load data from Excel sheet to SQL Server, and we were very successful with that. Today I have a requirement, what I need is I need to add a serial number, I need to add upload date. Of course, they are not part of the actual Excel. So I will remove this from here. So we only have the similar way state, rural and urban. So during the data load, I have to add serial number and the upload date. In order to support that, I have also added two columns in my database, serial number and upload date. And I am into the SSIS back. So I need to add a serial number. So many cases, maybe different scenarios, you will have to add serial number as you load your data, especially when you work with Excel. So there is something called a script component. When you add a script component, you can specify how the script will be used in the data flow, whether it can be a source, it can be a destination, it can be a transformation. The script is a transformation in the data flow and operates on data from input columns and provides data to output columns. Okay, so I will use it as a transformation. Let me click on transformation. I need to reconnect. Let me connect from the source to the script, then from the script to my destination. So what am I going to do here? I am going to add a serial number, right? So how I will do? Let me click on script component. So you can see input columns. We have name, state, rural, and urban because I have only 4 columns, right? So I have 4 columns. Then there is output columns. So I need to have an additional column from the script component. So I can add a new column. I will name it as row number. Okay. What is the type? You can give any type. In my case, it is a integer. So let me click OK. I accept it. And how I assign the row number, that's a very important thing. So when I click on script component as a transformation, I will have an edit script option. I open the script editor. So in this case, it's a script editor. So I can create a variable. I can create a local variable, a variable called row number. So maybe I will create a variable called row number. So this is a private variable. So if you have done C#, it will be quite easy. Then the pre-execute. There's a pre-execute, post-execute. Then it is a input, process, output, right? Input, process, input, process, input row. Okay. So the pre-execute, I will set these to 0. So my variable I am declared, I set to 0. Then in the process, what I can do is I can type row number. That means plus means I am incrementing the row number and I am assigning the new private variable into the row number output field. So it's quite simple. So it's where we are declaring a private variable, we are initializing the variable, we are adding the variable, we are incrementing the variable and assigning to the row number. That's it. So let me close this. So we have click OK. So the script component is fine. So I can show you how this data comes after the script component, what changes happening. So I have added data view. So let me save this. I can run this package. Let me execute the package. So we can see there is a state, rural and urban percentage. It's very good. This is a default setup. Okay. Then we click close this. Now you see you have one more column, that is row number, which is carrying the serial number, right? We have the serial numbers. So I have some empty rows, right? So where we have the null values. Yeah, of course, they also having the serial number, right? So most of the case, what will happen when data is shared with you as a blocks, if you want to process them, okay, this is the best way. So let me reset the column table. Let me map. So now we need to map the serial number. Okay. So we have a row number we have set up. So serial number will go into serial number column. Okay. So let me try it again. I will execute it again. So this I will close again. This is again closing. So the 40 rows are added to my database, right? So let me go to the DB. Let me execute the command. So you can see that the serial number is getting added to my database. Of course, yeah, this is not that relevant, but of course, some scenarios, your clients will provide you data as a block in Excel, as a range. So in such cases, adding serial number can really help. And you can find a lot of scenarios where we need to process your data based on the serial number. Sometime, if you want to maintain the persistency of the data sorting in the Excel, serial number will really help you.